Good morning, everyone. Good afternoon. Good night, everyone. Okay. सत श्री अकाल, जोहार झारखंड। मैं प्रमोद आप लोगों के लिए क्लास 10th का एक न्यू चैप्टर पोएम का लेकर आया हूँ। पोएम का नाम है डस्ट ऑफ स्नो बाय रॉबर्ट फ्रोस्ट। रॉबर्ट फ्रोस्ट एक अमेरिकन राइटर है। इनका पूरा नाम रॉबर्ट ली फ्रोस्ट है। रॉबर्ट ली फ्रोस्ट वो एक अमेरिकन राइटर जिनका जन्म जो है 26 मार्च 1874 ईस्वी को हुआ था। 1874 ईस्वी का। और उनकी जो मृत्यु हुई थी वो 29 जनवरी 1963 को हुआ था। ये बहुत ही फेमस राइटर है माय डियर स्टूडेंट। एंड इनका जो अभी हम लोग जो पढ़ने जा रहे हैं उस पोएम का नाम है डस्ट ऑफ स्नो। डस्ट ऑफ स्नो। डस्ट मीन्स स्मॉल पार्टिकल्स। स्मॉल पार्टिकल्स, एक छोटा सा टुकड़ा। एंड स्नो मीन्स यू नो दैट स्नो बर्फ के जो होते हैं, है ना, जो बर्फ के स्नो बर्फ जो गिरते हैं उसको लोग स्नो बोलते हैं। हियर राइटर वांटेड टू कन्वे अस अ मैसेज दैट अनवांटेड थिंग्स मे बी अ गुड थिंग्स फॉर आवर लाइफ। हम लोग यदि किसी चीज़ को नेगेटिव सोचते हैं तो वो नेगेटिव बोलते हैं ना कि नज़र बदलो नज़रिया बदल जाएगा। सो माय डियर स्टूडेंट, हियर the poet wanted to give a message through the poem. The way a crow shook down on me the dust of snow from a hemlock tree. The way a crow shook down on me the dust of snow from a hemlock tree. The poem is set in a scene where the poet is in a bad mood. My dear student, the poem is set in a scene where the poet is in bad mood and is walking by a tree. By a poet is in bad mood and he is walking a tree. Hemlock tree is like this, okay, and hemlock tree is just like a Asok pear, and it is a very poisonous tree. Very poisonous tree. And in this tree a crow is also symbol of cruel man, you know that, okay. So he is talking about the hemlock tree. Hemlock tree is a poisonous tree, and the poet Robert Frost is going through this tree. When he came to this tree, a crow came on the tree, and the dust of the snow particles fall down on the Robert Frost, on the poet. So my dear student, the poem is set in a scene where the poet in a bad mood and is walking by a tree, a hemlock tree. A hemlock tree is a poisonous tree. I have already told you hemlock tree is a poisonous tree, and he passes by a crow. A crow happens to throw some snow dust on him. Some snow dust on him, whether it falls on his head or soldier is unknown, as there is no specific mentions in the poem. The readers are left in a doubt about the bird's specific action, whether the crow was landing, shivering with cold, readjusting itself on the branch and taking off, happened to send some particles of snow upon other. Here, the two agents of nature, the hemlock tree and the crow, are signifiers of sadness and gloom. Just like the poet's mood was in opening scene. Again, the poet has given my heart and change of mood. And saved some part of a day I had due. For reasons unknown, the author was having a terrible day, but the falling of the snow on his head lifted his mood instantly. He had already spent his day in a bad mood, but the rest of it was saved by the crow and the hemlock tree. Generally, hemlock tree and crow are used for negative reference, but the poet used them beautifully to portray their inauspicious things can bring joy and happiness too. One must not take things for granted and should be open and accepted, whichever way the nature chooses to bless us. My dear student, Dust of Snow. The short poem by Robert Frost throws light upon the unimaginable healing power of nature. from a bad mood to ill health, there is nothing that can be cured by nature. There is nothing that cannot cured by the nature. The author was experiencing one such bad day when a crowd's movement near a hemlock tree dusted snow upon him. The snow instantly make him happier. His day gets a lot better. Thus, the supremacy of nature as a whole made him realize how petty his problem was. The fact that hemlock tree is poisonous, combined with crow being the indicator of doom and fear, are used in the poem as the carriers of happiness in the life of net and ironical. The poet, through this object, has tried to highlight the sometimes creatures like with negative aspect of life can be the bringer of change and happiness. Being outdoors in nature with all its unpredictably can benefit anyone, anywhere, any time. So dust of snow refers to the tiny particles of snow, my dear student. So just I am going to discuss here. There are so many rhyme scheme. Rhyme scheme is used. Rhyme scheme. The way a crow, A, again B, A B, again A B, A B. The way a crow, me B, A B, A B. Rhyme scheme is A B, my dear student. Crow, snow, me, tree. Sound match कर रहे हैं. Has given my heart. It's C. It may have given my heart part. C, D, D. Mood, rude. So my dear student, heart, the rhyme scheme is A B, C D, C D. Again my dear student, here it is used inversion in this poem. When the structure of sentence is changed by the poet to create rhyme, the poetic license is called inversion. Stanza 1, inversion can be seen. Assonance of the prominence of the vowel sound throughout the line is called assonance. In stanza 1 and 2, sook down on me. Sook down on me is an sook down, su, uk is a consonant sound, the vowel sound is matching. That enjambment. When the same sentence continue to the next line, without the use of any punctuation marks, there is no punctuation marks is used here. So that is called enjambment. Enjambment literary device. Enjambment. Okay. Thank you for watching, my dear student.